Hello, my name is Gina, and today I'm going to do for you a balance exercise session. Now, this session is taught without music because it's a learning session, and it's really important that you do each little stage at your own pace. So I'm going to show you 3 different exercises today, and you do one and you just keep doing the first section until you're completely comfortable with it, and then you can do 1 and then add on number 2. And then when you're completely comfortable with that, you can then go on to the 3rd stage. And there's lots more stages we can add, but this is enough for you for one day. Okay? So, balance. It's very important that we can balance because it helps us to stand up nice and tall and stop us falling over, maybe if it's snowy or icy. First thing you want to do is stand nice and tall. Stretch your body high, keep your feet close together and relax your shoulders. You're going to stand with those feet side by side, and all I want you to do is close your eyes. So standing very steady, keeping your eyes closed, no peeking. Eyes are still closed. And your brain's going to start thinking about your feet and the floor and how strong and sturdy you feel on the floor. Now, if you feel okay with your eyes still closed, all I want you to do is take your body and make tiny little circles round and round and round without letting your feet lift off the floor. And then just stop and open your eyes. So it's time for you to think about whether that was easy enough, or did you find it was quite challenging? And if it was challenging, you need to do it again and again and again until that part is easy, okay? Because that's your first level of working out balance training. Next thing we're going to do then is a walk. So there are different levels of the balance walk, and the first one we're going to do is called a side by side. So you walk with your feet very close together and your knees almost touching, and you just walk down the side. Now I'm lucky, I'm on a wooden floor and it has planks, so it has lines that I can follow. When you run out of space and you can't walk any further, go back to where you started and do it again. So level 1 is walking side by side with your feet nice and close until you know that you have the confidence to walk that distance without feeling at all wobbly. If you've hit that stage and it's really easy for you, or relatively easy, we're then going to add on, and we're going to do what we call a tightrope walk or a tandem walk. And you're going to stand one foot in front of the other. Oh, I wobbled then, did you see? So it's not easy. It might look easy, but it's not easy. When you've run out of space, again, you don't have to walk backwards. You can turn around and go back to where you came from and start again. And as I say, if you wobbled the last time, as I did, you're going to do the same thing again. And you're just going to keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it until you adjust to it. Your body gets used to what you're asking it to do. And it thinks it's easy. And it's not a challenge anymore. So, first exercise was standing nice and steady with your eyes closed in a tiny little circle. Remind yourself of that. Stand with me, close your eyes and open. Second exercise was the walk, either with your feet side by side, or if you've gotten used to that with your feet, on the tightrope or the tandem walk. And only when you feel that that's easy, shall we add something else on. One of the big things that affects people's confidence with balance is their image of where they are in the world and how they're standing and what's in the way. So if you feel not confident about walking, it's going to make it more difficult for you to do so. So I'm going to make it a little bit more difficult for you now. You're going to take one hand and you're going to cover over one eye. Keep your head up nice and high, try not to look at the floor, and you're going to walk that line for me again. And then when you run out of space, you go back, you go back. Now, if that made you feel at all wobbly, even maybe a little bit sick, do it again, do it again, do it again, or go back a level and then add that in occasionally until you master it. And then the last one I'm going to show you today is the same thing, but with the other eye closed. Why? Because we've all got one strong side and one weak side. And remember, I didn't tell you which eye to close. I just said close and eye. So it's quite likely you kept your strongest eye open. So that's the one I'm going to cover now. And I'm going to ask you to do it again and walk across the room. Now it's really important when you do this that you keep the foot level the same as it was. So you don't cover the eyes until you reach the tandem section. And once you reach that section, if you can keep it, that's really good. You want to try to not change your feet to an easier version just to add your eyes on, because that's not going to get you any better. Okay, so to get better at balance, we need to start off small, which is just standing, eyes closed, and then add the circles, which can make you feel a little bit giddy, and a little bit off kilter. And then we start the walks, and we start with something that we're quite comfortable with, and then we add something like the tandem, and then we close one eye or the other eye, and when we've got that good, we're really good at balance. So thank you for joining me on this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you again soon, I hope. Bye.